Roll call. Board Member Medina?
Here.
Board Member Simmons?
Here.
Board Member Sawicki?
Here.
Board Member Zamzo?
Here.
Board Member McDonald?
Here.
Okay, we're going to discuss approving of the minutes for July 1st, 2024, August 19th, 2024, October 21st, 2024, February 3rd, 2025, and March 17th, 2025.
You said we could do this together.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept the minutes of these dates?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, next, public hearing, to conduct a public hearing concerning an application for a variance for the property located at 14631 South, FM 2790 West, section 46-276, use regulations of Division 5B-1 Neighborhood Business District of Article B, District and District regulations of Chapter 46 zoning to allow for a freestanding sign to exceed the maximum height and maximum square footage in area. Opening was at 6:31.
All right, so doesn't appear the applicants are here for either item, so I'll go ahead and take care of it. Commission members, chairman and commission members, obviously the first item before you is a variance to our sign requirements that are found in B1 Business District. The proposed sign is for Vital State Bank. They approached us about getting a permit for a freestanding sign, really at the corner of I-35 frontage and 2790, which you can see in their drawings that they provided. The proposed sign height is 18 feet, and the area in question is 52.94 square feet. As the ordinance only allows 16 feet in height and 24 square feet in area, obviously it's just a little bit above the height requirement, but it's significantly higher than the square footage requirement. It is typical that council has approved variances like this along I-35, but obviously it doesn't mean you have to go through the process of variance request. So that's why this item is before you. Obviously, this is the public hearing portion, so we probably will close the public hearing, and then if there's any questions, we can do that during the action.
Okay, so public hearing is closed at 6:33. Open session, take action, consider and possible action to recommend approval or denial to the city council concerning an application for variance for the property located at 14631 South FM 2790 West from section 46-276 use regulations of B5 B1 Neighborhood Business District of Article 5 District and District regulations of Chapter 46 zoning to allow for a freestanding sign to exceed the maximum height and maximum square footage area. Any questions?
I have one question. This is kind of misleading. It looks like there's three signs. It's actually the middle sign. It just faces two
Yes, they
directions.
have different profiles of the sign,
Yeah.
but it is just one sign. Yes, sir.
Just want to clarify.
So, that is correct.
I do have a question.
Sure.
The sign at the new, I guess, truck station.
Yeah.
That's humongo.
Yeah.
I mean, this is smaller than.
Oh, much
than-
smaller.
Okay.
Much smaller.
So did they have to get a variance?
They did get a variance.
That was
from,
before I was on this. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, and this goes back to kind of a point we've actually changed a little bit of the way we're doing things. We previously variances to the zoning ordinance would only have to go to the Board of Adjustments. Council operates because we're a general law city. City council operates as our Board of Adjustments, right? So typically, when I first got here to the city, all variances flowed just directly to City Council. But then the question always got brought up, well, has P&Z looked at this? Well, no, they're not required to. So we've now changed that. So now variances are coming before y'all first to at least give y'all a chance to give a recommendation, since that's, all you would be giving anyways, and then ultimately council. So in that particular situation, unfortunately, it was prior to that change. So council had to be the only ones that saw that, but they did see that and got a variance for that. So,
That one is awful. It's really bad.
but they did approve that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah,
They probably had no idea how big it was.
it's pretty big.
Was that done just to bypass the zoning commission? Because
No, so
that long ago that was bought and decided they were going to put that in.
yeah, no, it was
We
not.
had a zoning commission.
No, it was not intended. So by state law, technically, the variances don't have to go through the Planning and Zoning Commission. It would only in other cities, right, that I've been a part of. Normally, you have a separate, complete board, just like y'all have P&Z. We have the Manufactured Home District Commission. There's normally a Board of Adjustments, right, and those are the only people that would see that those variances according to the subdivision or the zoning ordinance. In this city, we don't have a Board of Adjustments, a separate board. So by statute allows council to operate as that. But again, because council was asking, hey, did P&Z see these, whatever, and I said no, because we don't have a process to do that. There's never been established one. They said, hey, let's start doing that. So it was not malicious by any means. It was never established to do that.
It gives the impression that it was just trying to bypass.
I get it, but state law technically says they don't have to come here. We're doing it as a courtesy. And that's because council wanted that.
Oh, if this is approved, it becomes norm, or is it it's case by case?
It is always case by case. That's why a variance exists. So no, even what I always like to describe to other boards that I've talked to is, let's say we had a special use permit for a gas station, right? So all gas station, not that we do, but in some cities they do, where each gas station has to get a secondary or an approval before they go in. You could allow on the four corners, you could allow the first gas station, you could allow the second gas station, you could allow the third, and then the fourth comes in, you could say, nope, sorry. You're not, even though it looks like a precedence, you're not setting a precedence with a variance. Every situation is different. Clearly, this sign is much smaller than the one that was approved down at the truck stop. So, every situation is different, but it is on a case-by-case basis. Yes, sir.
It doesn't appear to have a light. Does it have a light or?
I think it will have some lighting within it, but it doesn't have like an exterior light shining on it
Okay.
or anything. If you see here on the, they kind of show like the night vision, so it will still be able to see, which is why I'm thinking that they do have some inside the cabinet will have some lighting. But obviously there's lights all around there because it's, the I-35 frontage too right there. So. I don't know. Ashlyn might know if they submitted any electrical with it or not.
They didn't.
They submitted, so no. So it may not be. It may not have that. Normally, when you see EMC, it's an electronic message, cabinet. So that's why I say that. So.
Shows it, night is supposed to light up.
Yeah, so that's why I think it very well could inside the cabinet have some electrical components to it.
Okay, any more questions? No, okay, questions, we need a motion whether to accept or deny.
I move to accept the
Got a motion to accept? All those in favor?
Well,
Ah.
second.
Second.
Who's second?
Oh.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Uh,
All those opposed? Ayes have it. Second item, conduct a public hearing concerning an application for variance for the property located at 20008 Huckleberry Street from section 46-190, area regulations, division 2, R1 single family dwelling, district of Article 5, districts and district regulations. Chapter 46 zoning to allow for a structure to be placed less than the minimum rear setback of 15 feet as required and allowed in variance obtained by Saddle Ridge State Division.
Time we open.
6:41.
Okay. Chairman and commission members, the second variance is for, as indicated, 20008 Huckleberry Street. They are asking for a shed to be placed on their property. If you look at the survey that they provided with the shed indicated on there, you can see there it is a 5-foot minimum setback from the side, which they are meeting, but the rear setback as required in the Saddle Ridge subdivision is 15 feet. It's kind of hard to make out